be growth, as in DocuSign or Unity Software, or growth as in One Life Healthcare, CM Life Sciences, Pluristem, 10x Genetics. I mean, genomics. See, I think that I agree that with the 10-year trading the way it is, that growth is going to be back. But I am going for the barbell. I know Steph and I talk about barbells all the time. We ought to work out together because we do both start running at 3:30. But I think you can make money with both.
Okay.
But not with the super-duper growth that she buys because those are head-spinning.
Well, what about some of these? So you mentioned DocuSign, right?
Right.
So it's up 22% over the past month, right? So it's been a nice bounce. It still sits 18% away from its 52-week high. A lot of these stocks are in the same boat. Palantir's up 24% in a month. It still sits, though, a fair amount from its 52-week high. Are you saying that the Cathie Wood type stocks, Jim, are not the ones that you want to buy if growth is going to be back?
I think a lot of hers that are bigger cap are actually what I call COVID stocks. I mean, I think Zoom's a COVID stock. I think DocuSign's a COVID stock. But I've got to tell you, I like FANG. I know we're going to talk about FANG later. I like some of the traditional growth stocks that we talk about all the time on the show that are, let's say, a ServiceNow, which I think is just dramatically oversold. I will go as far as Snowflake, which I know is 100 times sales, but I think that Frank Slootman, who I know has got some issues away from this, the heck with that. The guy's got a great product. And my favorite stock right here is Amazon. And I defy people from telling me why I should sell Amazon just because Cathie Wood likes growth stocks.
Okay. So, Steph, I'm going to go right to you then there because you know, Josh Brown has been talking about Amazon going through this consolidation period and that it's getting ready for a nice breakout. Jim's favorite pick of the FANGs, Amazon. And I know you have a lot to say about Amazon as well. Well, I can't hear Steph. We're going to work on Steph's audio. But, Joe, I turn to you. I mean, if you're looking at
Did you see what she said? I read lips. She says Amazon's going to the moon, YOLO.
She probably did. She probably did. But, Joe, look, the FANG stocks, they obviously, you know, not all up. Steph's leaving the building. She'll be back. Here she's coming back. This is like play-by-play of inside Steph's office.
I love this.
Joe, the FANG. Steph, are you there?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Kind of like a Washington team's quarterback.
Right. I can hear you.
All right. This is the trials and tribulations of what we've been going through for the last 15 months or what have you. Steph, you heard the question. Let's hear the answer.
Amazon. So I've done a lot of homework on it because the stock has really lagged. It's flat year to date. It's up only 25%, only 25% in the last year. That's still nice, but it certainly has lagged other FANG names. And I just look at the businesses that they have, and this is not a surprise by any means, but e-commerce is simply on fire. The top 100 marketplace globally last year did $2 trillion, and Amazon is #1 in the U.S. and #3 globally. So clearly they have momentum, and I think that is going to continue. Maybe it's not as strong as last year because of the pandemic, but it's going to stay strong. AWS, only 15% of the workloads are in the cloud. This could be a $100 billion business in the next 4 to 5 years for Amazon versus about $25 billion this year. And then I like this MGM deal a lot. I like that they're going to get more size, more scale in streaming. So I like it. I own it on market weight. It's 4% of my benchmark. So I'm very aware that I don't want to get too over my skis. But I do like this story and just kind of have to see it. You know, maybe it has to settle out here a little bit for a little bit of time, because I'm not convinced, by the way, that growth is going to make this huge comeback, because I still believe very strongly that the growth in the economy is going to stay strong. Inflation is not transitory, not at least 100% of it. And that usually means better earnings, and value always outperforms growth in that kind of environment. And oh, by the way, one last thing. Historically, growth has outperformed value by 5 multiple point premium. Today, it's at a 10 multiple point premium. So it's not exactly cheap.
Okay.
So we have to pick our spots. And that's kind of what I'm doing.
Okay. So Ed Yardeni, on that note, has a note today that says growth is not cheap. He says, as the S&P 500 growth index has a forward PE of 27 times, while the S&P 500 value is trading at 17.5, more or less. forward PE, just to show you the relationship between the two. So, Doc, maybe that's an issue in getting growth stocks going again. People just say, look, they're still not that cheap, even though they've come in. But then there's making the case for individual big names like an Amazon, which you own shares and calls.
Yeah, and Scott, I've said for better part of a month now that I think we kind of tread water between now and the end of June. Still stand by that. It seems like we get the Dow or the S&P or the Russell back up to a high, and then it pulls back just a little bit, and that's probably music to the ears of Janet Yellen and all the members of the Fed, especially Jerome Powell, because they would rather this kind of reaction than, a taper tantrum, since they're talking about when they're going to move on these rates. So I don't think this is a bad scenario, a bad setup at all, whether it's Apple or whether it's Amazon that, like Steph said, have underperformed and are just kind of waiting right now. I think they might not be coiled springs, but they certainly have some catalysts ahead of them in the fall. And I think, both back to school will be exceedingly strong this year because they actually will go back to school, Scott. Those two sons of yours will be back in school. And I think that driver will be significant for Amazon, for a number of the retailers. And I think, of course, that Apple gets back to its knitting late in the summer into that new introduction in the fall.